Each school has its own set of issues.
For generations, people have looked down on teenagers to think, oh, they're just kids, or they're so irresponsible because they're teenagers.
I see students reacting to those things that are stimuluses of the time.
And of course, no one wants any child to be left behind.
The education right now is power. Education is the future.
I don't think we have the problem-solving skills that we need. In order to fix our own problems, we automatically go to a teacher or somebody and, they tell us what to do and we do it.
The big thing is that children are the future, but they're not working hard enough to make the future bright.
Culture is really defined by teenagers now. Used to, it was defined by adults. Adults were the ones with the money, so adults were the ones that defined the culture, and it was, kids wanted the things adults had, and today it's the exact opposite.
I think the teachers care. I don't know if they have a lot of leeway to teach the way they would like to, but they care about the students, most of them.
A lot of times the teacher is trying to prepare for a test or something at the end of the year, and they tend to go faster in the curriculum faster than we're able to comprehend the information that they're giving out. So we're not really learning the materials.
Is that the teacher's fault?
I don't think it's the teacher's fault, but we're still not learning the material at the end of the day.
The teacher should be able to do what's conducive to the student learning what the state wants them to learn. Mm-hmm. They should make the environment comfortable for us to learn.
Teachers are not entertainers, but they need to have a delivery system in the classroom that keeps students engaged.
Sometimes teachers give you grade according to your behavior rather than your actual work.
Oh, the behavior is just unbelievable in some of the schools. I think the lack of respect from students for their teachers, the way that parents question teachers and don't believe what teachers tell them when they tell them the behavior of their children. They seem to side with their children instead of with a teacher or the principal. And I have a serious problem with that.
My generation, we're learning more as to how we should react in dealing with the younger generation. And then the younger generation probably needs to be a little more tolerant of what we expect of them based upon our values. And the values that we have are the ones that generally set the standards.
This has been for generations. People have looked down on teenagers to think, oh, they're just kids, or they're so irresponsible because they're teenagers. And I think a lot of times adults just don't understand developmentally where you guys are. And you're just in a different place. You're not an adult, but you're not a kid. So you don't act like kids, but you don't necessarily make all the wise choices that adults would make either.
I graduated in class of 1990, and students on this level in this day and age in 2009 experience a different level of pressure, a different level of peer pressure than what we did even in 1990. Gosh, it's been a while. There was no Facebook when I was a kid. There was no MySpace. There was no text messaging. And now you find the level of experience that students have with technology through those three venues. It provides them with more access to pressure each other and experience peer pressure.
According to 2003 statistics, 91% of students ages 3 to 18 use the internet.
A lot of pressure just to do, drugs, alcohol, and just all kinds of stuff, and you just have to know how to go against it.
Like, you just get pressured to do everything and have it done right then and there, and it's just so much work all at one time.
The most stressful part of my day would probably be the AP classes.
I was fine up until senior year. In senior year, there's a lot of pressure. You got the pressure to graduate, the pressure of senior project. I'm taking dual enrollment, AP Calculus. All those classes combined along with senior project, it's an overwhelming feeling.
I would say the pressure that we get at school is getting the grades, going to classes, doing good on tests, exams.
My pressure didn't come to the end of the senior year, the last 3 weeks. Sort of like doing the push-up.
I think if anything, throughout The first 3 years of high school, there's less pressure than there should be. Teachers let you get by with a lot of not doing your work, not turning it in, and giving you work to make it up, and just not pushing you to where you need to be.
Yeah, the pressure for me is trying to balance everything. Like, I know a lot of kids do extracurricular activities. Balancing that with the education is really hard for me.
I believe if we had the same push that we have now our senior year throughout all 4 of our years, then we would be much better prepared for our senior year than we are. But like Ali said, the last 3 years have kind of been easy. It's just been a ride along. And now this year we're actually being pushed and pushed to do the stuff that we have to graduate.